This is the Mazda CX5 and it's an SUV with some big boots to fill. Not only does it have to compete against heavyweights like the Volkswagen Tiguan, but it also has to compete against the car it replaces. You see, the old CX5 was widely considered to be one of the best handling cars in its class, so all eyes are on Mazda to see if that remains the case. Styling wise, well, on first impressions it looks no different. Park it next to the old CX5 and you'll see it's far more imposing, especially with the large grille and swept-back lights. To the rear it's less dramatic, but now I'm nitpicking because overall the CX5 is a fine looking car. And it's really nice in here as well. The CX5 has actually got a really quality interior. There's lots of soft touch plastic across the top of the dashboard, but it's the design details in here which really delight, like the stitched leather across the top of the dash. It's just a really nice place to be. Now, the CX5 has the same infotainment system as the old car. What is new is this new glossy 7-inch screen, but it's not a problem the fact that it's the old system because it works really well. It's a rotary controller down here with some shortcut buttons. Cubby wise, well, there's lots of them actually. There's a large one under the centre armrest. We've got a space down here where you can put your phone, and there's a charging port there. A couple of cup holders. The glove box is of a good size. We can fit the large packet of crisps in there, and you can just about fit a 1.5 litre bottle of water in here. Now, the dashboard may not have the style and the drama of the Peugeot 3008, but the quality is best in class. Yes, you heard that right. The quality in here is better than the Volkswagen Tiguan. The CX5 model range is nice and simple, and there are just two trim levels. SEL nav cars have cruise control, dual zone climate control, LED headlights, all-round parking sensors, sat nav and cloth seats. Upgrade to the Sport Nav model, like the car you see here, and Mazda will fit a power-operated boot lid, heated, power-adjustable leather seats, a Bose stereo, a heated steering wheel, and too many other goodies to list, including a head-up display. In the back, and it's pretty good news, there's loads of space for adults. I'm just over 5'10", and I've got a huge amount of knee room. Headroom is pretty decent as well. In actual fact, I'd say it's pretty damn good actually. So if you're about 6 foot, you're not going to struggle back here at all. Now, you can fit 2 adults back here. 3 really is going to be a push. I mean, even Mazda thinks so, because look at the design of the rear seats here. If you do have to carry a middle passenger, they can just about fit there, but yeah, it's not particularly comfortable and they're going to really struggle for shoulder room. We've got a central armrest here with a cubby and a couple of cup holders. In actual fact, there's a USB charging port there, which is really quite a neat feature. The doors open at 90 degrees, which is great when you're loading those child seats in, and the bottom of the doors extend underneath the bottom of the car, which means that the sill is always kept clean. Round to the boot, and things are quite average for the class. So whilst the Mazda's 506 litre boot does sound pretty good, it is 100 litres smaller than the Volkswagen Tiguan. That said, it is of a nice square shape, meaning you can load those suitcases in very easily. However, you may think there's some underfloor storage here. There isn't. If I lift up the flap, there's just a Bose subwoofer, but there are no clever cubbies back here whatsoever. Now, if I grab the car by suitcases, you can see it's very easy to load them because there isn't much of a boot lip at all. It's a medium-sized one, and then the smaller one, and you can see, look, you can fit loads of suitcases in there. Now, you can fold the rear seats down for more boot space. It's a 3-fold rear seat, which is quite good. One tug on the small button pulls down the center one, and let's just tug the other ones down. And there you go, you've got a completely flat loading area, which is great when you want to load those larger items right to the front of the boot. Like the trim levels, choosing an engine is simple, and there are only 3. There's a 2-litre 163 bhp petrol, which, while it's not that frugal or quick as the diesels, is very smooth and pleasant on the move. The 2.2 litre diesel will be the engine most will go for though, and this is available with 148 or 173 bhp. We've got the 148 bhp version here and is easy to recommend thanks to the reasonable economy and performance it offers. While the petrol engine comes with front-wheel drive and a manual gearbox only, you can have the two diesel engines with front or four-wheel drive, and there's also the option of a manual or an automatic gearbox. One of the best things about the new CX5 is that it drives much like the old CX5, and that is a compliment because the CX5 has always been one of the best handling cars in its class. Now, whilst I could say the steering needs to be a little bit sharper, it is a little bit numb, it is way better than anything else in this class. It is really very good indeed. The pedals are all nicely weighted, but it's the gearbox that is the absolute crowning glory. This 6-speed manual feels as though it's been lifted straight out of the Mazda MX-5 sports car. It is so direct, so well weighted, and every time you change gear, it is a pleasurable experience. Generally speaking, the engines are absolutely fine, they're quiet enough and they're not that gruff. I just wish there was just a little bit more oomph. It does mean that you've got to change down gear quite often, but seeing as though the gearbox is such a delight to use, it's not a big problem. Economy will probably be a key selling point too, and to that end the CX5 is reasonable rather than exceptional. The petrol engine can only manage around 47 mpg, but the 148 bhp diesel officially returns around 61 mpg. Choose four-wheel drive and an automatic gearbox and that figure can shrink to the high 40s though, so be sure you need those extras before ordering them. Bad points? Well, the ride is a little bit firm. It's a little bit fidgety over broken surfaces, and the seats could be a lot more comfortable. They're not that supportive and they feel quite flat and hard, which is a bit of a shame for a car that, let's face it, is going to be used as family transport. But in fairness, that's not really a fair comparison. You see, entry-level Qashqais come with far less equipment and far weedier engines. It's fairer to compare the CX-5's pricing to the Honda CR-Vs, which it largely mirrors, and I'd say the Mazda is a much better buy. In fact, if you gave me the choice between a plush CX-5 and a Spartan Audi Q3, I'd have to think long and hard before picking one. The Mazda is that good. If you've enjoyed this video, click at the top for our review of the Nissan Qashqai or our SUVs playlist. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.